When I think about Mark, the thing I'll miss the most is his smile, how he approached everything in life, no matter how stressful his job or when things didn't work out right, he still smiled through it all. And I think that made everyone feel better, feel like things are going to be okay. I think in everything he did, he tried to do it with aloha. Even when he went to Washington, D.C., you know, he was always trying to spread aloha while doing his job.
I've known Mark Takai for more than 20 years. I first met him when he was a high school student at my alma mater, Pearl City High School. You know, Mark was very, very active and engaged as a high school student at Pearl City High School. He certainly was somebody you could see his people skills. You know, he's very engaging. He likes to talk with people. It's very easy. You know, he finds a way to connect with you. And, you know, I was always impressed by his energy.
Well, I thought the world of Mark Takai as an individual. The first time I met him, I didn't think too much about the situation. He was a politician, but he came in and met me at the door, knocked on the door, and I went out to meet him. The first thing he did was extend his hand and offered me a very tight handshake. And at the same time, he looked at me right in the eye. And I said, you know, to myself, I said, you know, this guy is going far. He's got the demeanor that you need when you meet people.
I think when he decided to run for Congress, the opportunity just kind of presented itself. We weren't even sure, you know, he was going to win. He wasn't ahead in the polls at the beginning, so we hadn't really thought of the real possibility of him being in Washington, D.C. at first.
And he was in the right spot to help people to do what they needed to have done. And Mark was the person to do it. His energy was unmatched by anyone else that I ever met. And he was also probably the best person that I've ever met that could engage people with a lot of finesse and get people to support him for whatever cause that he had.
Anybody who knew Mark knew that he really had a sense of community. You know, Mark, as I said, was like the Energizer Bunny. He always was doing things. He, you know, he really felt like he needed to make every community that he was part of better. So, you know, as you know, he served in the National Guard. As a member in the House, he was looking out for what kinds of things can we do to help support veterans better? What kinds of benefits would we be able to give to them?
He was very proud of all the things he did in the legislature to help the military, creating the Hawaii Medal of Honor, the Veterans Court, the military appreciation package that he was involved in. And I think in terms of education, he was most proud of helping the Department of Education, finding funding for them through the Impact Aid program, and just everything that he tried to do to just help the children.
I do think that he truly represented, I think, the best of what a University of Hawaii graduate is. You know, somebody who doesn't forget where he came from, someone who really was committed to making the community better, someone who became an advocate at the state legislature for the university to support its programs. He truly felt that student athletes and athletics in general was important.
But really, I think the one thing that he wanted to be remembered for was just that he truly enjoyed working for the people of Hawaii. That was one of the last things that he mentioned is how he'd like to be remembered. It's just he really loved doing his job and serving the community.